Is it so remarkable that you can reverse your plaque? We are taught in medical school it's not possible. When I asked my doctor friends, they thought I was crazy. A retired family physician came to me at 3 months to convince me not to do what I'm doing and just get the stent. He's like, all the doctors I talked to, they tried what you're trying to do and they failed. I had just done all my blood tests, I had done my carotid, and I showed him my LDL had dropped over 80%. The plaque in my neck melted away, the thickness reduced, and he just sat there quietly pondering. They said, you know what? I might just do your protocol. Hi, I'm going to talk about top 3 foods that you can eat to reverse heart disease. Number 3 would be something called spirulina. You might not have heard this before. Spirulina is a blue-green algae. This is the stuff that small sea creatures eat. This blue-green algae extremely effective at lowering LDL cholesterol, up to 20%. So imagine you just had 5 foods that lowered your cholesterol 20%. If they all worked slightly differently, or just even if you just add them up, that's 100%. If they work synergistically, even 3 of them could reduce your cholesterol drastically. Can you imagine a blood vessel? You have, in my case, 77% blockage. In my neck, I had about 20% blockage. So your body has to start eating away at that plaque. Think of it like a pimple, eating away at it and reversing it. If the LDL cholesterol is too high, it won't. If it is over 80, it probably will start building up. And the higher the number is, if you already have damage and plaque in your blood vessels, will add up. But around 80, it seems to no longer build up. The goal is to get it under 80 so that you prevent buildup of the plaque. And the second one is the good cholesterol, HDL, now needs to take that plaque and excrete it, bring it to the liver, bring it to the intestine to get rid of it. That's called reverse cholesterol transport. So you have 2 workers. One is bringing cholesterol into the blood vessels in the rest of the body. The other one is taking it from the blood vessels and bring it back to the liver. And so think of it like the LDLs like the grocery trucks, and the HDLs like the garbage trucks, right, in your household. Spirulina is kind of like the reducing the delivery trucks of plaque so that the less plaque build up. So that's one strategy. You need that. Number 2 food is a very famous Japanese food. It's called natto. Japanese people love this. Like the Okinawans and Japanese people, they eat probably 50 grams of natto. A few tablespoons of natto, which is fermented soybeans. It's very sticky. It's like spider webs when you bring this up. And some people say it doesn't taste good and that it's too sticky. I have no problem with it. I gladly eat it. It's kind of neutral to me. And if I know that it's reversing my heart disease, I will eat a lot of it. But to eat the amount of natto to reverse heart disease, you just have to eat too much. So you can have some, because in natto, you also get something that's very beneficial. There's an enzyme called nattokinase. And if I eat 50 grams of it, it might only be maybe 1,500 to 2,000 levels of nattokinase, what you call fibrinogen units. But they found that at those levels, it doesn't reverse heart disease. It's only around 3 times that amount that you start to have some reversal at around 6,000. And at around 10,800 units of nattokinase, you reverse up to 30% of the plaque in carotids. So that's a proxy. You have to eat so much natto. So this one, you can have some natto that will give you the vitamin K2 that also helps, but you have to supplement to get the reversal. How nattokinase works is it breaks down the clots in the plaque. So the risk of bleeding increases. So you have to be careful if you're on blood thinners. But if you're on no medication, you're not at risk of bleeding, then nattokinase is an amazing thing to reverse. So this leads to the top food. which in studies in Israel, they found on a couple dozen patients, they were able with this food to reduce the plaque and the thickness inside the carotid walls by 30% in 12 months to 36 months. That's 1 to 3 years, it would reduce it by 30%. But how did I get in 3 months full reversal in my carotids? That is 4 times faster at least. I have not seen those kind of results. I believe it's a strategy of synergy. I've not only lowered my LDL down below 80, I got as low as 61. It hovers between 60 and 70. So it allows the condition. Now, my body chemistry, there's no inflammation, and there's no plaque buildup, and I'm able to reverse. My body's now able to reverse, and I've added these two foods in primarily first with this number one food, pomegranate juice. And pomegranate juice, just 50 mils a day. 50 mils a day? That's only this much. It's like a quarter of a little cup. And they got these profound results. And I wondered, how come medication that lowers LDL isn't able to reverse the plaque in the same manner? Because these drugs are blocking something, but they're not repairing something. And when I studied the mechanism of pomegranate juice, it is healing. It's not necessarily lowering LDL cholesterol or increasing HDL that much. It's increasing the effectiveness of HDL to pull plaque from the vessel, to heal the vessel, to decrease the oxidation of all these fats and proteins in the body. So it's working mechanistically, 9 different ways of repairing the blood vessel. And that's why it has this amazing results in the people that most need it. They did a subsequent study where it was just normal people with pomegranate juice. They didn't have disease. It didn't seem to help that much. Well, it's because they don't have disease. Their blood vessels are already healthy. So if you treat a bone that is not fractured, you don't need the cast. You don't need, the extra nutrition that might heal the bone faster. So pomegranate juice especially works well in people with clogged arteries, damaged arteries, to accelerate the healing that the body needs. It's kind of like a food medicine. And so when you start to add, remove the things that damage and add the 2 things that help, you now have the beginnings of plaque reversal in an astounding short period of time. If you're interested in my CAST model to reverse heart disease or any metabolic disease like high blood pressure or diabetes, watch this video here.